Let's talk about affordable condos in Walnut Creek. And I get it. If you're not from California, you probably cringe at the word affordable, right? Because what's affordable? Well, I'm going to talk to you about what's in the realm of possibility for someone who wants to buy their first place. They want to live in Walnut Creek and everything it has to offer, and they don't have $1 million to spend. Yes, you can actually afford real estate in Walnut Creek for under $500,000, and that's what we're going to talk about today. There's actually quite a lot of condos in Walnut Creek, although for the last 10 years or so, everything that's been being built are luxury apartments for the most part. There's not a lot of condos that have been built in the last 10, 15 years. So if you're in the affordable category, what you're looking at are homes that were built in the 70s and the 80s. And those are sort of smaller, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, larger complexes with elevators, no washers and dryers. Sometimes they can feel a little bit dated, but the location for a few of these places is excellent, and I'm going to talk about them. The first is the biggest one in all of Walnut Creek. It's called the Keys. It's just north of downtown Walnut Creek. There's over 700 units here. It has a very Eastern European sort of vibe to it when you're walking around. And not in a bad way, but it just feels like you're kind of in an urban area almost. All of the buildings here are 4 to 5 stories, and it's got a bit of a dated feel to it, but the location is excellent. A lot of these places are on the bigger side too. The ceilings are higher, they have private patios, but you're going to have to sort of give up some things to get others. So you get the location, but you maybe give up some of the better amenities like a washer and dryer. And that's okay. They don't have private parking. The HOA dues are a little bit more expensive than normally. But what you're getting is resale value because downtown Walnut Creek's not going anywhere. And there's always going to be a demand for people who want to either buy or rent. The second complex is called Greenwood. And what I really like about this, it is right by the Iron Horse Trail, right across the street, essentially from Safeway in the sort of southeast part of downtown Walnut Creek, kind of near Broadway Plaza. So it's a great option if you don't need to necessarily exactly be by BART because it's about a 15-minute walk, but you can find an affordable 1-bedroom condo here for just about as low as they get in Walnut Creek. And again, the reason why is this place was built in the early 70s and it kind of feels that way. It's not luxury by any means, but everything works and is well taken care of. The one knock on Greenwood condos is they can feel a little bit dark because there's a ton of redwood trees all over the place and they've grown up. So if you have like a ground floor level and you're facing a bunch of redwood trees, there's not a lot of sunlight that's going to get in there. The third condo complex that's affordable in Walnut Creek that I like, it's called Diablo Hills. It's right by Diablo Hills Golf Course. It's a 9-hole golf course. It's right off Ignacio Valley Road on the other side of the street from John Muir. You've probably driven by it. What I like about this place is the setting. It's on a hill and it feels like there's more space to spread out. It's a little bit farther out of the downtown area, but that's okay because you can still get to downtown Walnut Creek in just a few seconds. And it has access to Heather Farm and the trail system. And it just feels a little bit more like you can stretch your legs. You're not so kind of on top of everybody like you might find if you were in downtown Walnut Creek. This is a former apartment complex. So it kind of feels like that, but not in a bad way. There's a pool, there's a clubhouse, everything you'd expect from a condo complex that's taken care of, like trash and water and sewer. The one knock on this is that there are rental restrictions, so you cannot buy and invest and put a tenant in there. But if you're gonna stay there by yourself, it's not a bad option. There's no washers and dryers at Diablo Hills because none of the affordable complexes have them, but that's why they're affordable for the most part. If you're looking to spend some money in Walnut Creek, but you don't want to spend everything you have and still want to own a piece of real estate, just message us. We can help. Thanks.